back. Blown Income Car Club. I'm in a different room today. Someone's in the other room. And this piano has a different tune. We cook. Yo. Just got done with choir practice. And I ate 2 pieces of pizza from Casey's. What's up with you, We Cook? Today was a good day. Doctor's appointment was good. Egg rolls for dinner. Let's go. Blown Income Car Club wants poppin' too. Yo. Welcome. Everybody welcome, welcome. Everybody welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody here. Welcome, welcome. Everybody welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody here. Welcome, welcome. Everybody welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody here. Welcome, welcome, everybody, welcome, 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 everybody here. Let's go. We love it when we're in good health. Okay, so I'm glad your doctor's appointment went well. Blown Income Car Club, I hope your recovery is going well. Egg rolls are fun. What else? That's about it. in high school? Nice. Me too. What part did you sing, We Cook? You loved it? Were you a baritone, a bass, a tenor? Which one? Same. That's why I joined the church choir. Alto? You were an alto? Isn't that usually for girls, though? Are you a girl? That's okay. It was more bass, but not deep voice. So maybe baritone. I thought I was a baritone, and maybe I was. I don't know, or I would switch between tenor and baritone. But the way it's like it goes, bass, baritone, tenor, alto, soprano, low pitch, high pitch. Which, okay, and like depends on, depending on the song. This room has an incessant noise that from air blowing over the thermostat. Not ideal. Strawberry banana. Make it stop. I don't wanna. I'm. Oh. I'm ignorant to what's going on here, so. So I'd rather not mess with it. I made some progress with the That's a good question. Why do I practice late? Like I just started like that's like I ended up getting into a routine where this is the time where I would come and practice. Like because I like to work out around like 7 p.m. or so, which like I can't remember if I started like on Tuesdays and Thursdays there's basketball, so at like 7, and then like even before that though I would go and work out around like 5 or 6 or 7 for an hour or an hour and a half, and practicing feels good after working out because it's like after working out Like, playing the piano is kind of like a workout. It's just not nearly as physically taxing. So, like, after I work out, like, physically, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do more, like, physical labor. Like, at least hard physical labor, you know? And I don't want to do any hard mental labor either, though. Which I feel like this is not, or like it's not mentally, yeah. See, this is mentally, like, I don't even, it's more like a game though, than like trying to, like, in the mornings I usually do like programming or something that takes a significant amount of like mental focus that is gonna be like super frustrating. Which, okay, trying to play the poppin' two, like with the two hands at the same time. Like, learning to do two hands at the same time is kind of mentally exhausting, but I don't know. I don't know. That's the, that's why, I don't know. Other than, like, I saved my morning time for, like, working on my website. And then, okay, I like to break up the day, though. So, like, once I'm done work, like, making progress on my website, then, like, I'll do something outside or go work out. And then I am ready for, like, creative time. Which, that's kind of the routine that I got into. So it's entirely, like, routine based. And the routine changes sometimes, though. So, I don't know. But yeah, today, let's see, what did I, okay, today, I'm on the About page. It hasn't been released yet. But, here's what like on the, alright, basically this, stastprep.com, okay, like, so this is kind of like the dashboard for what's publicly available now, alright, and then, today I added on the About page a place for me to upload like a creative portfolio, okay, and like I put a paywall on it, and like I still need to get, like, set up the payment system for it. So, and these aren't real, but I plan on putting up like my songs and photographs and like different projects. So here's the like updated landing page. Yeah, I did all of this. Our goal is to guide you along your path to excellence. With the 3 big features of progress tracking, monitoring your growth. I guess maybe not 3 big features, but start your journey. So, okay, these are like, here's a list of all the standardized tests that you can take for like professional certificates. That was on Wikipedia. Okay, and then like here's all the driver's license exams that you can practice, and these are available. And then there's more though for like all these different topics. So you can select like your driving test. Say you want to get your CDL. And there's 3 different versions, and it shoots you right into a practice test. So the minimum age requirement for transporting hazardous materials is 21 years old. When shipping papers are required for hazardous materials, all transport. Okay. And then I gotta submit, or I gotta do all the... Ooh, you know, I don't like how I don't get to click submit answer, it just answers it right away. That needs to be fixed. So this is just like the test at the DMV, as far as like you submit your answer, and then if you get it right, it tells you got it right. If you get it wrong, it gives you an explanation for what's wrong about it, or like why the answer is the way it is. Excuse me. And okay, if you have any issues with any of the questions, then you can report an issue. Like say, this question stinks. Okay, and then that, oh, okay, something doesn't seem like it is working here. Probably, maybe I don't have... No, I do. I don't know. Okay, that's something else to look into. But I used to have it so that like if I flagged a question, I could go into, like I'm logged in the admin account right now, and the administrators like have permission to like make changes to the questions. So oh, see, and the test results page doesn't work either. That's annoying. Okay. And the progress page isn't working either, which is also annoying. But that's supposed to be another feature. Okay. And then okay, here's like a community leaderboard, which these are fake accounts, which yeah, so like I want it so that like you get points for answering the questions correctly, and then like, you know, the person with the most points shows up on the top of the leaderboard. And like maybe you can get access to like my digital art or something, like by being the best in like you're on the leaderboard, or you know, like you can exchange points for access to like my digital art, and or something like that, and have like different leagues, right? You know, and okay, like I'd like to have a scholarship fund or like a foundation that, you know, to like give away scholarship money to like people who are getting ready to take a standardized test or want to like progress in their career in that way through taking a standardized test. And there's a blog with a test post. It's loading. Okay, and like I wanna make like animations, kind of like Duolingo, using like these different characters, which some of them are loading, to make it fun, basically, and make it fun and engaging. Mission to help, yeah. So, as Test Prep was founded in 2024 with the mission to help people study for standardized tests. After experiencing first-hand struggles of preparing for standardized tests, I recognize the need for a platform that provided organized, comprehensive, engaging studying materials. I drew, like, with drawing inspiration from language learning apps, gaming principles. As Test Prep, we are building to combine educational content with gamification elements to get your students hooked, encouraging consistent practice to improve their chance of success on any standardized test. That, aside from prioritizing user experience, a commitment to community development sets us apart, as testprep.com is committed to donating a portion of the proceeds from every subscription to our affiliated scholarship foundation. And that's hence the community scholarship page. Which, okay, these not everything here is accurate. It's like I have 0 users, or I have 1 user, and I'm the only user. Like, so this blog still isn't loading. That's weird. Okay, and then like this is me, or this is about me. So yeah. we don't need to focus on that. And here's what people have said about me in the past that I worked with. And this is about the characters that, like the study squad, a little about for each of the different woodland critters or the characters in the study squad. Alright? Okay. Wait, oh, that's the story, and now let's go to the mission. So the mission is to help the largest amount of people, the greatest amount, through effective, accessible, relevant, engaging, and innovative test prep technology, committed to making the study process enjoyable and while delivering results. It needs to be effective, accessible, relevant, engaging, and innovative. Okay. Turns traditional test prep on its head by applying gamification principles to the learning process, created a system that hacks the brain to make studying less painful and more engaging, similar to how Duolingo transformed language learning and Candy Crush made pattern matching addictive by combining community support streaks, experience, and visible progress tracking. We help you build the consistency necessary for mastering any standardized test. Our methodology isn't just about passing tests, it's about developing skills and habits needed for lifelong learning. Here are my core values: health, innovation, wisdom, efficiency, community, results, independence, accessibility, and accountability. Okay, and I also would like, this is preparation for advertisements and like tracking my own advertisements once I decide to start running them. And like if I get enough users, then I might start running ads on the platform so that as another form of like another revenue stream. And so that's like one of the features to the business as well, as like ad tracking. So knowing how like essential marketing is for growth and like to stay relevant. So like here's a little blurb on my attempt at like taking a structured approach to advertising. And okay, like here's the future vision, which might not even be necessary to include, but these are the things that like I'm also personally interested in outside of like this as a business, like cloud computing, telecommunications, AI tooling development, computer manufacturing, operating systems, server hosting, power generation, robotics, space exploration and defense, asteroid mining, oil and gas extraction, agriculture, startup acceleration, personal brand development, professional musicianship, athletics, education, fertility. Okay. Okay, so like if it grows to, these are areas that I intend to invest into with like time and resources pending the success of the business, or once people realize that this is something they would pay for. What sets our vision apart is the integration of everything together. These seemingly disparate fields, we believe the next great leap in human progress will come from connecting technologies and services that had traditionally existed in isolation. By building efficient systems across industries, we create a synergistic ecosystem where each component enhances. This is just a bunch of gobbledygook. Other than the vision is already taking shape, our users with admin privileges gain access to the marketing analytics, user management systems, and ad performance tracking tools. I genuinely believe I can be successful. I need to change this to I genuinely believe I am successful. Okay? Join the journey in the more than a test prep platform. It's the documentation of my own self-mastery. I'm constantly refining the system to make learning more effective and enjoyable while applying the same principles of my own growth. I'd be honored to have you join our community of learners. So that's the About page, okay? And then I have like a career page as well. So like maybe you want to come work for me or work on the business or work at stestprep.com. Not for me. It's work for the mission. Help us transform test prep and education through innovation, community, and effective learning methods. Help. Ooh. Okay, so like here are, like I've been doing the front end developing and the back end developing and the content creation, and like I haven't really done anything for digital marketing yet other than like what we're doing right here. So consider yourself invited to the S-Test Prep pre-release. Okay, and make an impact, help transform the way people prepare for tests and achieve their career goals. Growth opportunities, develop your skills in a fast-paced environment with continuous learning. Join a team that values creative solutions and pushes the boundaries of educational technology. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can go ahead and email Ace, the ferret mascot, for the website. Okay. So Ace is in charge of sorting through the applications. And here I also include like volunteer opportunities in case there are like any high school students or people just getting their career started that would like to help me on my mission. And okay, so like a test prep mentor, or community moderator, content reviewer. Those are like I guess I could do like a content editor as well. These are, and I have like apply to volunteer. It's like a one-man show right now though. So, that being said though, as long as we stay like mission oriented, I am happy if anyone wants to help. And then okay, here's failed to load the blog posts. Yeah, I see that. Users, see, this is my users don't show up. Here's user management, blog management. Here's the like ad performance. This is all, this isn't real. It's an idea, or it's like a boilerplate to prepare myself for like when ads are being ran, right? And performance, revenue, right? So banner ads, cyber ads, interstitial ads, native ads, and just different ways to display the data. And settings. There's a debug page. Here's my profile. See, I'm on the admin account. Preferences, email, text. Here are my stats, which, see, this is not accurate. And then, like, I've also got it so that you can do, like, affiliate marketing with a referral code. So, like, maybe you get free digital art, or, like, a discount on your membership if you decide to become a member. And then, change your password option. So, and I really wish the progress page was working. And then, I don't have like the premium page quite set up yet for like members. But what made me decide to do this is, I answer that in the About page. I created stestprep.com because I want to build wealth, prestige, and influence for a worthy cause and problem, requiring an appropriate amount of creative and intellectual stimulation. That's why, or that's what made me do it. And, so specifically though, more specifically, we can focus on the niche problem that I thought that I could solve, or make. Basically, I thought I could make someone's life easier. So, when I went to go and get my CDL at Kishwaukee Community College, the practice tests that we took while we were studying for the exams, the written exams at the DMV, were not organized very well. So I in my mind, I knew that I could make an improvement by through effort, basically. So that's why I decided to make what I currently have, which is publicly available. Okay, and that felt like it was too small of a problem though, or too easy, which, okay, I say that, and I also don't have any users yet. So, I've yet to solve my own problem of, telling other people about it, other than, through YouTube, or, I think I've made a couple, short pieces of content on Instagram, and I think I put one on LinkedIn as well, and, a blog post, or a couple blog posts on Substack or LinkedIn as well. So I feel like I could do a better job at advertising it though. Knowing that there's no users, or I'm the only user right now. And I also am reluctant to like release what I just shared until like the bugs are sorted out, you know? You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I want something polished to be released to the public, or you know, but yeah, I want it to be polished and well functioning before it's released to the public. And there's like a long laundry list of things that still need to be taken care of. As you can see from what we just went through. So that's why, to help people and to create something. And with me being like the person that is gonna benefit from it the most. Even though that might sound selfish. And so like it'd be cool to somehow, yeah, like somehow all of this, like this is what I'm doing is making a giant snowman or a big snowball, right? It started off with like a little snowball, right? And I just keep adding to it, and like the piano, and like doing the drawings, and like some of the other things that I'm working on, like are adding on to the skeleton of like this creature that I'm developing. Last name is pronounced Lamaro. Lamb, like a lamb or a sheep, a baby sheep, a lamb. Like and then row, like row your boat. Lamaro, but without the B. So Lamaro is how we have bastardized it. If I were French, I would say l'amour, as it translates to the lovers en français. So back to why I made it. Okay, like I wanted 3 main features and that's what's okay. Even though the progress tracking again isn't working for what's publicly available, the 3 main features are, okay, I want to create an account, I want to have 3 different versions of every single CDL test, and I want to be able to track my progress. So, okay, I delivered on 2 of those 3 main features for what's publicly available right now. And but where I over delivered, I over delivered though, because I wasn't expecting like to set up a payment system, and like I did, but it's just a boilerplate. It doesn't work. So like I say I over delivered, but not really. But that's okay. So yeah. See, I like how on what's available, like I select the answer and then hit next. Yeah, instead of... Oh, see, but I don't like that I can click through all the questions and without like, and how it doesn't tell me whether I got it right or wrong after I hit next. But it is what it is. And see, the test summary page works on what's publicly available. But let's go to the progress page. Yeah, see, something to do with like the progress page isn't working. But look at I made progress with the How It Makes You Feel song. So that's fun. Like I turned... So that's cool. Okay, I want to keep working on it. And get the, let's see. Get the... It is an unusual name. There are like some hockey players in Canada that have the same last name. 2 girls that were on the Canadian Olympics team in like 2012, maybe 2008. Which, okay, and if, like, I don't know, I was reading into it, and like, somehow, in like, the province of Quebec, I think, or Manitoba, I don't know, in one of the Canadian, what's your last name? Tell me. What's your last name? If you don't have to share it if you don't want to, or like, if you don't, I get it, you know. Cook. I went to school with a guy named Stephen Cook, I think. I got smoothie on my nose. Oh, so your name, We Cook, is somewhat accurate. Are you related to a Stephen? Whoa. Okay, so we take these and we go half step down. Do 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 do. Half step down. Half step down. Ooh. Yes. Okay. This line, half step down. Get rid of that one. Half step down. Boom. Get rid of that one. Half step down. Boom. Let's see. How can I set you guys up to join in the fun? The fun of making sheet music. Whoop. With the music stand, of course. Whoops. See, it shows there's 2 viewers, and We Cook, you're the only person that's... Whoops. We Cook is the only one showing up in the chat, though. What's the, like... So do you like to cook? Knowing that your last name is Cook. And if so, what's your favorite thing? Did you make your egg rolls? Or did... Okay, and then... Then we want an 8th note, rest, rest. Rest. Eighth note, rest, rest. Rest, rest. Okay? And then we want, so this is the bass line. And it's after I do like a do 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 do. Then it's a do 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 do. So that's these notes. Absolutely not. You bought them? Respect. Did you go to like a Chinese restaurant to get them, or like, where did you buy them from? Boo doo doo doo. Whoop. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Whoa. All right. All right. Okay, and now I want this chord, except everything a half step down. So let's see. Let's go, and after 2 eighth note rests. So rest, rest, boom. Is that a half that needs to be half step down? Perfect. Okay, and then that is on the line. So then I need to go. Yep. Yep. And then a whole 1.5 steps. Boom, baby, boom. Oh, see, that is not gonna line up the way I want it to, though. So we're gonna go ahead and get a rest. And maybe this rest is like just doesn't belong. So now we're gonna go get an eighth note, and we're gonna go on to the second line. Oop. Yep. And then on the last line, wait, that's the second space. Yeah, second line, bottom line, one below bottom line, and then one below, 2 lines down. Yes. And again, another with eighth notes. And it's at, this one's at 120 BPM. I think it needs to be at 124. Hopefully I can retroactively go and change it. You got them at a deli market. Yum. Alright, and now let's rewind. Yes, that sounds right. Other than this is not right. These need to be a half step down. Right? Yep. Yep. Okay, same with these. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Okay, now let's get a couple eighth note rests after this one. And we want to do that how many times? 2 measures. So now we go and get rid of the rest. Get my eighth note going, and it's on the line, on the line, on the line, below the line, below the line, on the line, on the line, On the line. Ooh. On the line. Okay, and repeat. So let's get arrest. Arrest. Arrest! You're arrested! Okay, and again. Hi, hello. There we go. And quarter or eighth note rest. Rest. And and we'll finish this measure off. No. There we go. And if there's a way to do copy and pasting, I haven't figured it out yet. I wish there was, if there is, though. That would save me a significant amount of time. I don't know what's happening right there. I also don't know if yeah, I'm learning. Okay, and now I need to go a whole step up. So, boom. And that is going to be on that line. And I need 8th note rest, 8th note rest, and do it again. Eighth note rest, 8th note rest, and do it again for 2 measures. So as you can see, this is an exhilarating process. The town you live in has a small music concerts downtown in the summer. Ooh, I love music concerts in the summer. What kind? I want to ask what town you live in. Which, okay, I understand if you don't want to share. I'm in DeKalb, Illinois, is the town I live in. And in Sycamore, they have music in the park on Thursdays, that's the town I grew up in. Archbold, Ohio. We're like 6 hours away from each other. I'm coming over. My location? 60115. Ooh, less than 6 hours. 4. Okay. Rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Bing. 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 Alright. And now this one, this needs to be, let's go on to the rest. Yep. Rest. Rest. And these are going to be a whole step above. So that is on the line. So this is going to be yes. 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 And right there. Okay. Rest, rest. And note, note. No. They play different types. Do you have kids? I love kids. That sounded weird. We love kids. Like in that I just want to have kids. That's all it is. Bow, 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 bow. So I find people who have kids to be inspirational. How grown up are they? Surely they must be children at heart. $28 and $30. Hey, that's my sister's 31 and I'm 26. 1, 2, 3. 1. Nope. Same. My dad passed away in December of 2021, and my mom passed away in December of 24. Which, okay, and my dad, he had like 5 siblings, or 6, and they're all passed away. And my mom, she had like 5 or 6 siblings, and 3 of them are, maybe 6 or 7 actually. 6 or 7, and 1, 2, 3 of the 7 are passed. Yeah. Thank you. It's okay. I live on. I live on. Life goes on. There we go. When did your parents say goodbye? Okay, let's go ahead and do the unthinkable. Can I copy and paste? Or how do I? How do I copy and paste measures in MuseScore? Select the measures you want to copy, then... Well, how do I select them? Is the real question. Without adding more notes. Select. Do 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 do.
On that bottom step, and now I have the entire selection for copying. Now I'm going to go ahead and press Control C. On the top left-hand side, you see this pencil. And when that's turned on or blue, that means you're in note input mode. So I actually want to toggle that off. So now that that is turned off, now I can select the first note. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the first note. It will turn blue. And once it turns blue, I can then hold the Shift key on my keyboard and press the...
I can then ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. 1971, father died in the Pacific Ocean at 31. That's crazy. What, he went for a swim and then just like and forgot his floaties. And mother passed away in 2013. Oh man. I had to plug my phone in, so we might need to change the scenery. I live with two friends from high school, and one that I met at the YMCA, and like it still feels lonely even though I live with them. We all kind of do our own thing. So, and one of them, it's just, yeah, it's not like living with your family. Or like, yeah. Which, I don't know what living with your family is like, but like when I was growing up, my family and I, we would eat dinner together like every single night. As like, then if we couldn't or wouldn't, then like we'd have to like let my parents know why not, you know? Or like it would have to be a good reason why not, you know? So, and that doesn't happen anymore with my roommates. And like like every single one of them, they still have their family, like, yeah, so. Same. Although sometimes, like at the so at Culver's one time I saw there are like these church missionaries. So like I went and sat next to them while I ate, and they were on the phone with like a pastor or someone. It was kind of funny. It does get lonely, like always being alone. So I relate to that. I also like kind of like it that way though. And I also really enjoy the groups that I am in though, like at the choir and like doing this. And yeah, I try not to do phone eating as well. Like I don't spend much, like a lot of time eating in general though. Either. Like I eat, then I clean up, and then that's it, you know? Egg roll. So you're not eating egg rolls while watching the stream? You don't have greasy fingers that you're typing with? See, I guess I drink my smoothie with you guys though. Does that count as eating? Um, oh, okay. Boom. The first 30 seconds. feel, you feel. I wanna know how 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 you feel. You feel. I wanna know how 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 you feel. Feel. I wanna how you feel. I wanna know how you feel. I wanna know how you feel. God! Dun 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 dun! That's so. Ugh! Okay, now I gotta turn it into a drum beat. Give me the drums. Give me the drums. Give me the drums. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me the drums. Give me the drums. Give me the drums. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me the drums. Give me the drums. Give me the drums. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me the drums. forget how to add extra instruments. Give me the drums, give me the drums, give me the drums. Pallets, bagpipe, accordion, fingering guitar, grace notes, breath pauses, ornaments, brackets, note heads, arpeggios, and glissandos, harpsichord, guitar, finger rings, fretboard, diagram, accordion, bagpipe, beam properties, lines. Dun 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 dun. Aha! Layout. Add. New. Instrument. Strings, keyboards, vocals, percussion, body. Finger snap, hand clap, slaps, stamp. Percussion pitched, percussion unpitched. I don't know. What are you curious about? Mixed percussion. Drum kit, common. Drum kit, large. Okay. Drum kit. Okay. Drum kit. Let's do a. Okay, and let's go back. Let's go to page 1. Okay, and let's go to eighth note. Okay, and yes. Oh, my dad, he had cardiac myopathy and COPD, and then had a heart attack one day. And then my mom, she had like liver disease, not from drinking, but like an autoimmune kind of deal. And then I think her liver failed, or I don't know, something. So yeah. Like, and yeah, my dad, he passed away in like the hospital, and then my mom, she passed away at home with all of her siblings with her, and me and my sister. Um, uh, quarter note or eighth note. Eighth note. And Weird. You have a dog? What kind of dog? A Jack Russell Terrier. I bet he likes to run a lot. That's an old dog. Mr. Rogers theme. calling it though. We cook. Appreciate you. It's nice getting to know you. Enjoy your loneliness. Good night.